life update. Guys. It is 1:11 right now as I'm filming this. How perfect. Angel numbers, yes. By the way, if you're ever curious about the angel number necklaces I wear, it is 29 a line. Follow them on Instagram. It's actually my brand. You can actually shop them on astrongeryou.com, and there's a jewelry section, and all the things are there. For the next probably couple of episodes, I will be not showing my face because I'm in the process of moving back to New York. Guys, I'm moving to New York. New Jersey, same thing. If you know, you know. So, I live in Austin, Texas right now, and I'm originally from North Jersey. I went out and moved to Miami in 2020. Yes, perfect timing, right? I moved kind of like in the middle / at the end of the thing that was happening in the world. Moved to Miami, lived there for a couple of years, and then I moved to Austin about a year and a half ago, and I decided it is time for me to move back. I'm going to do a whole different episode about why I'm moving back, the learning lessons that I've learned from moving, back home and all the things. But I am not going to do it in this episode, just going to touch on it a bit. So stay tuned for that. Maybe that'll be next week. But it's still new for me to really share my big life changes while I am in it. I usually take time to process it, and I have done that. And, old me took like months to kind of share the things in my life after, because I needed time to process. And I'm at this point in my life where I am so fucking self-aware and so conscious and alert of things. And I call it my turnover time. My turnover time between processing things has sped up like tremendously. And so, you know what? I kind of want to talk about it now. I'm going to talk about it now. Wow. I'm feeling really called to talk about it now. Why I'm moving and all the things and the process. So, I moved out to Austin for a business opportunity. And that business opportunity came. It was great. The lessons were learned. The business did this business, and it came to completion. And I told myself, I am not leaving Austin until my business is up and going and is successful. And right now, my business is that. And so, guys, I've been getting crazy big opportunities recently. And I got this one specific opportunity with Nike. Yes, Nike. They wanted to hire me. Nike, like just do it, Nike. And I was going to stay in Austin just for that. And I'm not going to lie, probably the past maybe couple of months, my anxiety has been so high. And I've been really tapping into it. I've been really tapping into, what am I doing? Am I going to stay in Austin for Nike? Is it ever going to start? Because that kept getting delayed. And it came to a point where I really had to feel into it and go inward. And the reason why I want to move home is because I miss my family. I miss my family. I miss them so much. I've been gone for 4 years, 3 to 4 years. And I really want to be able to spend quality time with them. And so when I moved to Austin, I knew it wasn't forever. I knew that. I came here, I felt like it was like a business trip, right? And so I didn't know if I was going to go back to Miami or New Jersey, New York after. All I knew was I'm not going to stay in Austin forever. And I didn't know how long that was going to be. Turns out I only needed a year and a half. And I have decided to go back to New Jersey first. And, like my parents are getting older. My dad isn't the healthiest. And I want to be able to be there. My godson's getting older. My niece is growing up. I have other things that are going on in the family, and I want to be there. And it's the summer. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I miss Jersey. When I first left, I was like, F that, F the tri-state. I'm over this. It's boring. I'm ready for something new. And girl, I don't know why I said that. Jersey's the best. New York's the best. I cannot wait to go home. I cannot wait to go home. And so one of the lessons in this was I gave myself permission to change my mind. I gave myself permission and I'm going back home. And yes, I'm moving back home. Like, I cannot wait to spend time with my family, guys. And everyone's like, oh, what are your plans? Do you have a job lined up? This and that. And I'm like, honestly, I'm just following my intuition. I'm just going with the flow. Are you going to teach at Rumble again? I'm like, I would like to. I don't know if I'm going to. I want to stay with the brand. I love the brand. But I'm just following what the universe and God has in store for me. I'm not forcing anything. I am attracting everything. I'm not chasing anything. I am attracting everything at this point in my life. And to be honest, like, my biggest focus right now and for the rest of my life is my business and building community and building safe spaces for people. And so me going back to Jersey right now, like for the summer, my biggest focus is building my business, building my relationships with my family and my old friends that I haven't seen in so long, and building community. I realized on my journey of entrepreneurship, I am so good at building community. People feel so safe around me. I've heard that so many times. They feel like they can be themselves. They feel like they can, all the things. And so that is my main focus. And what does that look like? I don't know. There are some things that I do know. Like, if you know me from when I hosted my boot camps in 2020 during the thing that was happening, I am bringing those back. Guys, I am doing everything that makes me feel so fucking alive. And I want to invite you to do the same. And the reason why I am sharing all of this is for you to take inspo out of it. Not for me to just talk about myself because I love to talk about myself. No, I'm doing this so that y'all can learn bits and pieces and I can continue to share my lessons from the things I go through to you. Because at the end of the day, moving halfway across the country is one of the hardest things to do. I looked it up online. Well, I heard it online and I didn't even know that. I moved halfway across the country when I left Miami to here, and I'm doing it again. And I'm telling you this, I am calling in such an easy transition. Like, I have a friend. I said, I'm really talking to you like you're my friend because you are my friend. I have a friend who just bought a house and she needs to furnish the whole like upstairs section of her house. She's looking for a couch, desk, certain things all these things that I have. I'm like, okay, thank you for making this so easy because I'm not taking anything with me, furniture wise. I'm taking my clothes and my belongings and my personal things, but I'm not taking any furniture. And so that was one thing, I called it in. And that's the thing with the universe. When you are so damn specific and when you are so damn clear on what you want and you ask for it, you receive. And I'm receiving it. Things have been flowing so easy since this move. And I also want to touch on this. I know this is kind of all over the place, but, moving can be a little chaotic. If you've ever moved anywhere, you can probably relate to this. But if you haven't moved and you want to make a move, a change in your life, the moment you make that decision, you start having the best days of your life in those cities. Like, for example, when I made my decision to leave Miami to come to Austin, I literally met a friend who felt like a soul sister. Since I made my decision in Austin, my anxiety has it felt like a whole ton of bricks got lifted from me. I've been having the best connections ever. I've been having these crazy opportunities come to me. I'm actually going to be on the news next Friday. I'm being filmed from Good Day Austin because the company that I work with, Rumble, picked me to do the segment. I was like, shit. They're like, oh, are you still going to be here on this day? I was like, yes, I actually am. And yeah, so it's interesting because that is also another test. That's happened to me in the past where I made my decision and then all these amazing things started to happen. And that's when it can mess with your mind, and your mind, you could be like, oh my gosh, maybe I shouldn't move. I'm getting these opportunities. But if you're in a transition in your life where that's happening, I really want you to focus on the deep, deep decision that you want to make. because I'm telling you, the universe will freaking test you. But yeah, wow, this feels good to share with you guys. Like as I'm in the transition, like I feel like I'm in a movie. I'm sitting in my apartment right now, looking at my apartment. Like, guys, this is where my podcast started. My podcast started here. It's been like 6 months, maybe almost 7 now, since I started my podcast. And look at this amazing community that we've built. And here I am, y'all, and here y'all are with me on this transition. So I should be in Jersey beginning of June. I'm scheduling my car to be shipped and everything this week. And that's a new thing for me. Every time I moved, I drove. This time I'm shipping my car because I've retired from the long distance drives, guys. I want things to be easy and effortless in my life. That's how I work. That's how I work. And that's how I coach my clients. I teach them the ways how to make their life easy and effortless because it doesn't have to be hard. You don't have to grind and hustle. Yes, you got to do the work, but it gets to be easy. So I'm shipping my car because that's easy and effortless. But I think that is what I've wanted to share so far. I'm feeling complete. I will do another episode going deeper into more lessons that I've learned. But for now, I'm going to leave this episode here. And before you go, I would love if you can rate and review my podcast on Spotify or Apple Music, whatever you're listening to this on. If you're watching it on YouTube, I'll tell you how to do it on YouTube. So let's start with Spotify. Spotify, you go to my main page. You click there's like 3 dots, I believe, and then you hit rate this show. You give it 5 stars, and then you leave a little rating. On Apple Music, when you go to my main page, you just have to scroll all the way down to the bottom, click the 5 stars, and leave a little note. And guys, it helps me so much. Like, I don't get paid for this podcast, and I'm not looking to get paid for my podcast. I'm doing this genuinely because I want to support you guys for free, right? And so in return, it would be so beautiful, so beautiful to receive that support back from you in a rating. And it's like some people are like, oh, I want 5 stars. And it's like, sometimes people want that for their ego. Like, I want to be the best. For me, the intention behind getting more ratings and reviews is so that this podcast can be pushed out. Because the way the algorithm works on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube is the more interaction, the more my podcast page will be pushed out to people on their For You page. And that means more people will learn and grow and heal and learn how to live their fucking best life. So you're not only helping me, but you're helping hundreds and thousands and millions of women around the world coming together to grow. And with that being said, I do have something special coming in June with a Stronger You community. Woo! I have like no words, but that's coming soon. So stay tuned for that. And if you're watching this on YouTube, you're probably listening because there's no real camera on. My camera is not on right now. But if you just subscribe to A Stronger You, I know I've been uploading this on my personal page, but I'm going to be giving that a stop very soon. I know I said I was going to stop that in January, but I didn't. And so it is actually time for me to stop that and just upload on A Stronger You YouTube. So go ahead and follow that, subscribe, and drop a comment and a like on the video. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for being with me on this journey. Thank you so much for your love, your prayers, your support, everything. And I'll see you next week on Monday. Bye.